Our first speaker, Mr. Robert Cox.
My name is Robert Cox. I live at 34 Applefoyle Road. I wanted to use my time to make some remarks about the really excellent presentation that we just heard from the, I'll just call it the advisory committee for now. You guys can sort out this. I got to take my glasses off so I can read my notes here, so bear with me. I will say, going back to when the committee was created, sort of the foundational idea behind that was that New Rochelle had a large number of highly talented people who had a lot to offer. And although the board does a lot of work, they could always use more help. And what we heard here tonight, and although I didn't meet all the members of the committee, is that was proven this year as it was proven last year, that we do have tremendous people here who are a tremendous resource, and not only are that, but are willing to give their evenings and their time to contribute to the community. So I wanted to personally thank them for giving of their time and their skills and the excellent job that they did tonight. I also wanted to mention, I know there was a number of board members who also contributed their time, and Mr. Quinn, and I'm not sure who else, but to all of them the same. So that's the good. Just a little bad. Right. So the bad is really just that there wasn't enough time. And because I do really think that they're right, that you do need many months. I think 6 months, spread the meetings out a little more, over a little more time, and give people an opportunity to digest what is a tremendous amount of information, especially for people who never really looked at the budgets and all the other information that they were going through. So I would strongly urge that one part of the recommendation, where these committees exist for longer periods of time, that they convene sooner, and also that they should be able to deliver their reports earlier. It's good that you're postponing because you now have time to digest some of this information on the budget, but were it not for that, you'd be really getting this sort of at the end, where really you probably want to get this more in the beginning of the budget process. I'll just run down quickly before I run out of time, ideas that I really, really liked, in no particular order. The simple narrative in terms, absolutely. I mean, it's a very difficult document to read, and we want everybody in the community to be able to read it. I liked hearing about the scenario analysis, the idea of presenting the budget from different perspectives, like at the building level or by function. I like the idea of the board answering some questions from the last public discussion at the next public discussion. For the people viewing at home, and I guess there's a lot of them, it gives a sort of continuity to that questioning. And I think it's right that people do actually want to hear the answers to the questions that they heard before. And if they're just emailed back to the individual, that's kind of lost. Definitely continue in the CAC, although I can't say I would agree with the idea of having multiple CACs. But I would agree with longer CAC, which would then have subcommittees. So maybe you want to think about it more that way. That would be my thought. Improving board communication with residents. Well, this is probably my favorite topic of all, so yes, I'm definitely going to support that. And then lastly, with whatever time I have left, all the discussion about the strategic plan. That was perhaps the most brilliant part of the presentation tonight. I thought all that was very, very strong. There's a lot of outside-the-box thinking there, and I know that the committee didn't want to get into the details of what they did in their brainstorming, and I agree that that's not really the point, it was the process. But I think that there's so much value to the idea of attempting a 5-year strategic outlook, and I would certainly encourage the board to take that to heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Cox.